This sport that they love beats them up, yet they keep coming back for more. This is for the championship of the United States. In this sport of teens, Kim Zmeskal tries at 22, defying the odds of aging. Is that possible? Competition's first night, Vanessa Atler was crushed because it happened again. Tonight, she knows this is her second chance. Once, Dominique Moceanu was America's best. Now, after months of Where's Dominique, she's reasserting her presence. To ignore the slips along the way. Then there's Kristen Maloney, consistent like a clock. Her coaches, Bill and Donna Strauss, have given 30 years to this, and Kristen could be their ticket to the Olympic Games. There are 50 states. A zillion dreams. This is theirs. NBC Sports presents the 1998 USA Gymnastics Championships. 4 more routines to determine who is the U.S. national champion. We come to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, always kind to amateur sports, and Market Square Arena is filled nearly to capacity tonight for the final round. The earlier preliminary round was 50% of what will determine the champion, and those scores carry over. I'm Al Troutwig along with Elfie Schlegel, U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tim Daggett, and Beth Ruyak. As we look at the leader coming into tonight's final round, Kristen Maloney, 17 from Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania, and a team known as the Parkettes, pondering whether to commit to the Olympics of 2000. Dominique Moceanu is in second place behind her, not looking in a particularly great mood after stumbling on the uneven bars. Certainly that is something familiar to Vanessa Atler. Last year at the U.S. Nationals, she did exactly that and fell into a tie with Christy Powell. She has one thing on her mind, and as the gods would have it, that'll be her first routine, and she is the first performer on the uneven bars tonight. Here are the standings now as we come into this final round. Kristen Maloney's lead is formidable, 0.7 of a point over Dominique Moceanu. And it's Jenny Thompson, Elise Ray. Vanessa Atler's fall puts her down in 6th place. Meanwhile, Kim Zmeskal, an emotional favorite here in Indianapolis, is in 9th after her first 4 routines. What about it, guys? Does this help Vanessa, or is it a problem for her?
Well, I think it's ironic that she's starting on uneven bars, the same position as last year, but I think it's good because it doesn't give her time to think about this routine. She's just warmed up. Now she's ready to go.
Well, I asked her coaches. Steve Rybecki said, doesn't matter. She's prepared. She can do it at any time. Her other coach, Beth, said, it's a good thing you didn't ask me that question.
Her problems in the preliminary round started right here, right on the mount.
In the first day of competition, right on the mount. Looks good so far.
After this skill right here, this was the first problem. The other evening, she's on.
More release right here. She's got it.
You get the feeling everyone in the arena knows of her past problems. The relief of it all. Beautiful girl.
Feels good? Yeah? Good job. Is the demon gone now? Is it gone?
Yeah, that's the voice of Steve Rybecki. I think the demon's been kicked out of the building. That's his wife, Beth, there on the left. A lot has gone into achieving this moment.
And, you know, this bar routine is not difficult for Vanessa. It's just a matter of letting it happen, showing everyone what you can do. And the 2 problems the other evening on those 2 release skills, well, that's been erased. They're gone.
9.8. I know that is her personal best. That is huge for Atler.
And you wonder what would have happened to the standings had Vanessa not had the 2 falls last night. Meanwhile, no such problems for Kristen Maloney. And she is in the same group with Vanessa Atler. She is on the uneven bars.
And she's come a long way on this event, Al. We mentioned last year she had problems on the uneven bars. She was actually just a 3-event gymnast, but she has come so far on this event. She actually has 2 moves named after her.
There's the first one right there. Second one comes right here. It's all in combination. They are the Maloneys. Release skill right here.
A little bit close on that transition move.
The new dismount as well. Full twisting double layout.
Yes! Yes!
Coach Jack Carter there.
You had it hanging out there on that front full. Woo!
In the Goodwill Games on the balance beam, Kristen won a gold medal. Jack Carter was also videotaping all the practices and was the only man to have Sanglon's injury on tape. He was offered many, many times money for the videotape, and in a lesson of morality, he erased it. That's Jack Carter, who with Bill and Donna Strauss have coached Kristen Maloney to this point. She's not often been perceived as the darling of the USA team, but she is impossible to ignore with the year she's had. So she will continue to hold on to the lead with that score of 9-7-2-5. Now to Dominique Moceanu. Do you think she needs a happy pill or something? She doesn't look like she's enjoying herself at all.
You know, and it's ironic because gymnastically, I have never seen her look better, but you're right, she doesn't look happy. Her vault is next.
The 1998 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by John Hancock, worldwide Olympic sponsor. Insurance for the unexpected. Investment.
Her young fans scream out the name Dominique from Moceanu, extremely popular. Out for 2 weeks with a hyperextended knee. Doctors didn't think competing was a very good idea at all, but she's here anyway with her new coach, Luminita Mishenko.
You know, she hasn't had a lot of training time. She's been spending a lot of time on vault, ironically, and it's this vault where she hurt herself 2 weeks ago.
It's a blind landing. 1.5 twist. Deals with that well. Not quite as good as we saw the other night. But as I mentioned, because it's a blind landing, can't see the floor, that's why an injury, very easy on this vault. You'll see she'll leave the horse, do 1.5 twists, can't see that floor, just a little bit of pike body in the air, a little bit of bent knees, and of course that step forward.
You could actually see her favor that left knee a bit.
They'll average the 2 vaults.
This is a much more difficult vault. It actually goes up by 1/10. It's worth a 9.9. It's new. She learned it just before the Goodwill Games.
Fans here like it. 9.9 if she hits it perfectly. Elfie Schlegel's talking about start value, something relatively new in the sport of gymnastics.
Now, this is a new vault, as Elfie mentioned. She does it extremely well. Keeps a nice body position. Just that small hop back on the landing. I tell you, though, it doesn't look like her knee is bothering her very much to me.
Tim's second vault, 9.55. It averages out to a 9.45, so she actually loses a little ground.